Bring Aditi on here.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys this question. We can bring this into Aditi when she joins us. Looking in the next, let's call it the immediate future, 3-4 years down the road, where do the Browns stack up against the other three teams in the AFC North? We know this is the first division in the history of football to have all four teams finish over 500. They all have quarterbacks under contracts, or at least three of the four do, that you'd want to have on your team moving forward. So looking in the next 3-4 years, where do the Browns stack up against the rest of the AFC North?
It is tough, Bull.
I think this question is very hard.
And I don't like my knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah. Now,
I don't think they stack up. I think they still come in below Cincinnati and Baltimore.
I agree. I have the Browns third. I have all four pretty close.
Sure.
Like, I don't think there's big
As
gaps.
they were this year.
Yeah, I don't think there's big gaps between any of them. But ultimately, the Bengals and Ravens quarterback situations are much more steady. Now, Burrow's now had a couple of big injuries in his career. If he gets hurt again this year, well, maybe we're looking at it differently. For now, I don't put him in that injury-prone category yet, but he's one serious injury away from joining the injury-prone category, and then I'm going to look at him differently.
Well, his wrist injury, was that
Yeah.
a hit or was that just like his leg? It just happened.
No, I think it was a hit. I can't remember for sure, but
because
I'm pretty sure it was a hit.
remember, he showed up at the game and he had a
Right. But he played.
brace on,
he
and
was
we're like,
playing
where
fine.
did that happen?
He had a bowling sleeve on that day.
Yeah.
So
I don't know for sure. I don't know that it's ever been officially confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it might have been like he tweaked it and then it got worse with a hit. Who knows?
Right.
But, listen, if he misses a significant amount of time next year, I will have to look at him differently the following offseason.
And that's fair.
Right now, I'm not putting him in the injury-prone category. And he's the best. He's been, since he's been in the league, the most reliable quarterback in this division. Obviously, Lamar has had a better year, but Lamar's been a little more up and down. So I would put now it's so hard to me between the Ravens and the Bengals because the Ravens are better defensively than the Bengals. I think the Bengals have better skill position talent, but I think the Ravens have closed the gap, and the Bengals could lose T. Higgins.
Yeah.
So, and because Lamar...
we kind of assume they're going to franchise him.
I
As a fan,
assume
do
they
you
will,
think they
but
too?
I assume, but I don't know that for sure.
Right.
But I think it's a pretty safe bet they will.
Right.
They don't really have anybody else. They could franchise DJ Reader, but he's old enough where I doubt they would do that. But so I am going to put the Ravens here and the Bengals right here.
So 1 and 1A.
It's close, even though I still right now think Joe Burrow's better than Lamar Jackson. I think the Ravens are a team a little better than the Bengals, and then I put the Browns right here. I mean, it's that close.
Yeah.
I think the Browns roster on defense is better than it's definitely better than the Bengals on defense. I think skill position-wise, the Bengals are a little better than the Browns. I think right now, Joe Burrow versus Deshaun Watson's too big a gap for me to put the Browns over the Bengals. Okay. So I put the Browns third and the Steelers fourth, but I think they're all close.
Yeah.
Like if you said, I've been picking the Steelers to go under 500 for the last bunch of years. I'm not going to do that next year. Finally, you've learned my lesson. If you said,
well, they might have Justin Fields in there next year, and then then you can say this is a 4-horse race again.
Yes. And you say, well, who's the team in the AFC North that's definitely going to be under 500 next year? I can't answer that.
No.
I don't think there's anybody I would say definitely under 500. So I think it's really close, but right now I'd have Ravens 1, Bengals 2, Browns 3, Steelers 4.
I'm going to ride with that same joint. And I think the Browns, and a lot of people may be like, well, what? Dude, we're obviously better than the Steelers and the Bengals. See, what we got to realize is that we on a year-to-year ball game. And when you look at the consistent quarterback play, reason the Steelers not doing what they need to do, no consistent quarterback play. Browns did have 5 different quarterbacks, still made the playoffs. That's still not consistent quarterback play.
You're not going to do that again next year.
No, that's not replicatable. Now here's the thing, and I believe this is why the Browns are in third, and this is beside the defense, beside the quarterback. The Browns have always and still have a problem with scoring easy points. The Browns, everything they do is difficult. They refuse and have not. They need to go overboard when it comes to getting talent at the receiver position and the skill position talent. They've always said, when you say the Browns, you think of, oh, we could get by with that. we think of, oh, we can make a move here, or this guy isn't that bad, or this quarterback can make that guy better.
Our wide receiver room isn't that bad.
That bad. When you look at these other teams, you got Lamar Jackson. You got to cover Lamar Jackson, and they go get him Flowers, right? He got 1,000 yards in the first year. You got lucky because what's his name? Andrews got hurt.
Yeah, but
right?
Lively came out of the weeds.
Lively comes out of the place. You already know what the Bengals have, right?
And also, and he's a free agent, Tyler Boyd. I think he's going to be gone. Okay. But Tyler Boyd is better than any second Browns receiver,
without question.
And he's been their third guy for the last 4 years.
For the last few years. So my thought, Joe Mixon, he's still a good back. You saw what Joe Mixon did to our JVs. So if you got Deshaun Watson, we cannot have this mindset where we're expecting Deshaun Watson to make everybody better when all these other teams, especially the Dolphins or the Chiefs, and they're finding guys and getting guys open, and you got receivers. We can't expect Deshaun Watson to come in here and talk about making Elijah Moore and David Bell better. They got to overdo it. They have to, not just make it even.
Philly defensive line overdo it.
Overdo it. You need to say, yeah, we went and got one receiver. We got to get another one. Because you don't know what Deshaun's going to be. You don't know what Nick Chubb is going to be. And if you go into next year with the expectations that Deshaun Watson can carry a team, because we keep waiting for that. We keep waiting for, let's make Deshaun make everybody better. For one time, go get a bona fide receiver that people are scared of, because there's other teams around the league that got 2 or 3 of them and they didn't make the playoffs. So the Browns need to overdo it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we're all in agreement. I think, to your point, what the Browns did this year is the most unrepeatable path to a playoff spot that perhaps I've ever seen. I've never seen a team do that with 5 different quarterbacks. Now go repeat that. It's highly unlikely. We don't know what our best player on offense is going to be coming back. We don't know what our most important player on offense is going to be coming back. The Bengals and the Ravens have answered those questions. The Ravens reload. Ohio State always used to say, we don't rebuild, we reload. That's what the Ravens do. Andrews goes down. Oh, they've got a weakness. Lively becomes a star. Zay Flowers, out of the weeds, becomes, he was good coming in. We knew he was going to be good. No one knew he was going to be that good. Here's something that we haven't seen yet from the Baltimore Ravens. How are they going to use Cook? Is he going to be an X factor? Does he have gas in the tank? So I think that Baltimore, and if you ask me in 3 weeks, I'll have a much more definitive answer. If the Baltimore Ravens flame out again in the playoffs, then it is, for me, clearly the Cincinnati Bengals. Clearly. They've got the 3 amigos at wide receiver, and assuming that Joe Burrow comes back and is not injury prone like we're starting to think he might be, if he can stay healthy, they've got the 3 receivers. I think the Bengals are 1, the Ravens below them, the Browns, and then the Steelers. But to your point, just as it was the case this year, they all 4 may be separated by 3 games.
Yep.
And all above 500.
Yeah.
It's